Hello everybody, it is Landon here with iSpire Gaming. Today I'm coming at you with another Europa Universalis 4 exploit. This time we're going to be playing as Austria and demanding unlawful territories from over 19 princes in the HRE. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, to start this exploit off, we're going to need three things. The first thing is you need the custom nation DLC enabled. If you do not have that DLC, this exploit sadly will not work. Most of the exploits on my channel involve custom nations, as that is one of the only ways to manipulate the game's map at all. So if you want to manipulate the game's map and use those kinds of exploits that are before the game starts, you're going to need this DLC. Second thing you're going to need is a normal game save file. You can choose any country. Mine is Naples right here. The start date should be the 11th November 1444. Go ahead and just make a new normal game save file if you don't have one that is already at that date. And the next thing you need is any Iron Man save file that is at the 11th November 1444 start date. I have a Byzantium one right here, and that's the last thing you'll need. Those three things. The way this exploit works, and basically how you're going to be doing it, is you're going to be removing the cores from all of the HRE princes. That will enable the Emperor, which is Austria at the start of the game, to demand unlawful territory from your HRE princes. If a country does not have a core on a province and you demand unlawful territory, that land is immediately given to the Emperor, and the Emperor is given a full core on that land. This is extremely broken when all of these countries have no cores. Austria will be able to demand all of that land and just make themselves a great power at the start of the game, and also you'll be able to have more development than Hungary, which will give you an immediate restoration of the Union Casus Belli on them without having to take additional land from somebody else like Venice. If you want to see HRE princes, go ahead and click on the shortcut T or this button up here. This will help you in creating a custom nation that will be the first step that we take in doing this exploit. So select your normal game save file, hit custom nation, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to select land from HRE princes that have more than one province. You cannot demand unlawful territory from a country's capital, so we're going to ignore the one province minus in the HRE. If you want to, you can be very selective which provinces you want to demand, but depending on the alliances at the start of the game, that can be a country can be picky and not give you one province, but they might give you another one. So we'll go ahead and demand all the provinces from some select countries, while demanding only a few from others. Let's just demand these two from those guys. We'll demand Wismar. Go ahead and just demand all of this. I do not know the capitals of all of these countries, so we're going to just select all of the land. I believe you can request this. You can request this from Nevers. Antwerp is what we'll want from them. Go ahead and select some provinces from Milan. You can't actually request Pisa, but we will select the rest of Florence's provinces here. You can't actually request anything from Ferrara because a country also already has a core coded into the game here, similar to Pisa. Go ahead and select Genoa's. We'll go and select some stuff from Savoy. And I think Holstein might have one here that we can request. And that should be good. We'll take that from Burgundy too. Alright, we should be good to go. Your custom nation should look something like this. Hit done. If you are over the custom nation point cap limit, one thing you can do is you can go to your custom nation setup and switch it to very easy from whatever it is, so you can have the maximum of 800 points. Now that you've finished your custom nation here, go and click on your Iron Man save file. Your custom nation will appear to disappear from the map, but it is not gone. You can hit cancel here. The next thing you do is hit custom nation one more time. You'll get a D00 custom nation code, hit add, and then select a province that is uncolonized. I usually click Tura, and then delete it right away. What this does is if you click on the diplomatic map mode here or press Y, you can see that the cores have been removed from all of the countries or provinces that we have selected with our custom nation. So if we go and click on Austria and start the game and click on Iron Man, we can see that achievements can be earned. We're good to go. I'll go and overwrite the save file here. And we can just start requesting the unlawful territory, demanding the unlawful territory left and right. You'll get about 19 to 20 additional cores at the start of the game. And some countries may or may not give you their provinces right away. There's a couple reasons for that. If you go to the Emperor actions here, this is actually a good example. And demand unlawful territory for Burgundy. You see that there's a modifier for -1,000 for power of Austrian alliance compared to Burgundian. So as you get alliances at the start of the game, you'll be able to demand some provinces that you wouldn't have already been able to demand. So as if you get some really strong diplomacy, you can demand a lot more. You'll never be able to demand something from a rival. So that's just unfortunate. If you have a big rival and you wanted land from them, that's too bad. But that's just how it works. You can restart, you can manipulate this as much as you want. We can go ahead and we can just keep on demanding unlawful territory from all of these nations. And eventually, we'll get something that looked like the screen that you saw at the start of this exploit. I'm not going to go ahead and demand all of these provinces. You'll get about 19 satellite countries. I'll go ahead and I'll swap over to a save file where I've already done and demanded that. Believe this one here should be it. All right, I'll go and load into this Iron Man save file. You can see right here that we have actually gotten a bunch of these territories. We can see that they are full cores, and we can see that we also have the mission to restore the union with Hungary, because we have a bunch of additional development that pushes us over that limit. We become a great power right away in the start of the game. At the month tick, we'll go and shoot up to the number 2 great power, which is just something that's absolutely absurd. And that's just this exploit with Austria, guys. If you want to see more EU4 content and exploits like this, please consider subscribing and giving a thumbs up down below. My next exploit, well, it's an iteration on what I've done in the past. It will involve the easiest way to get the Sun God achievement. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be playing some Incan boys down in South America. With that being said, guys, have a good one.